Happy, relaxed, cheerful, comfortable. But what made this area so historic in the first place was pretty much the exact opposite. Now this area is known as Little Europe. Before it was the good place, it was, how do you say, it was a little darker, a little grosser, a little grungier. Imagine these buildings looking a little more dilapidated than they are now. Look off to your right at this open courtyard that we like to call the Court of Miracles, and picture a bunch of angry villagers with torches and pitchforks running around looking for Frankenstein's monster, and that is the scene that you had here many decades ago. Little Europe is essentially the birthplace of the horror genre, which is why it's so historic. So not only did Frankenstein film here, starring Boris Karloff, which, by the way, as of a couple days ago, November 21st, celebrated its 85th anniversary. But a lot of other films too, including The Wolfman, The Invisible Man, The Bride of Frankenstein, all sorts of great horror films. But we're going to have a little bit more modern stuff going on here too. On the opposite side, on your left, we've got a very nice looking house. Now if you didn't catch the best glimpse of it, that's okay. It's your pretty normal looking suburban house. It's used for the Hallmark Channel show Home and Family. I like to point it out because it's a very interesting set. From the outside, it looks like a typical house, right? However, the inside is very special. What they do on this show is a lot of arts and crafts and stuff like that. They do a lot of cooking and things. But you might be wondering, how exactly can they do that if there's nothing inside of these buildings? What makes that house special is that it has a full interior. It's got everything inside of that building that you would find in a regular house. So when we have sets like that, they're called practical sets. Means you can film inside of those. They're really good to have, especially for the producers. They can go ahead and film the interior scenes, the exterior scenes, all in the same set, instead of having some outside and then having to take everything back over to the front lot and film inside a soundstage. Now the cool thing about that house in particular is not only does it have an interior, but it has all the working electricity, it's got plumbing, everything that you could possibly want inside of a regular house. So when you watch it on TV, you think that they're just in the middle of somewhere in the United States having a little cooking show. They're right here in the back lot. Now we're going to see another practical set in just a bit, but before we do that, we're going to take a look at a hot set, which is where we are right now. Now it's very important that we stay seated inside the tram here. We don't want to disturb anything, because a hot set means it's fully dressed and ready to go as soon as the director calls action. Now I can't tell you the name of the production that's been in here because of an NDA. That's a non-disclosure agreement. However, since it's the holiday weekend and the production's really, really cool, they've allowed us to come inside and take a look around. So do that, just stay seated, but take as many pictures as you want. It's something to worry about, guys. It's just a tremor. Nothing to worry about, guys. It's just an earthquake. Oh wow, this is a big one. That weather today. Okay, everyone's remain calm. I was trained for this. As long as you can hear my voice, we're going to be totally fine. To survive, it is important that every single person on the you might recognize that soundstage from an episode where they used those very same effects. What's going on? It's so hard to watch, you know. Let's just go somewhere a lot more relaxing. My favorite New England town. Perhaps you know it. It's called Amity Island. Very, very calm place. They had a shark problem once, not anymore though. Plus, my boyfriend George, he's a diver with the Amity Police. He's been in the water all day, making sure that things are safe for us here in the harbor. In fact, that's his boat right out there. He's probably still in the water doing his... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, gosh. Oh, dear. Okay. George? 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 Oh, I don't think you can hear me, George! George, get out of the water! George, he's right! George! Huh. Guess I'm back on the market. Alright, everyone just stay seated. We're gonna pull away now. Now, George, rest his soul, always told me they tie shark bait on the pier that is moving. That is not a good sign. Well, here's that warm weather some of y'all came for. Enjoy it while it lasts. Every car is like, now you guys all just met Bruce. We know what kind of shark Bruce is, right? Yeah, plastic. Now Bruce is named after Steven Spielberg's attorney. Let me tell you something about that shark. He is a gigantic diva. He worked perfectly fine when they tested him in fresh water, but then on the very first day of filming, they were out at Martha's Vineyard. They put Bruce in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and then he sank right to the bottom on day one. Kept happening over and over and over. The cast and the crew decided to nickname this production Flaws.
Shark was frustrated. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio waves. They were always saying, the shark is not working. The shark is not working.
We just waited and we just waited. The shark worked well enough for a while there. A lot.
Oh man, we did not seem to catch a break on our tour. Everywhere we go, disaster follows. We'll switch it up, drive through some neighborhoods where nothing bad could happen to us. On your left is Elm Street, no relation to the Nightmare. Now that yellowy mustard house on the corner with the green roof, that's Boo Radley's house from the Academy Award-winning film To Kill a Mockingbird, starring Gregory Peck and Robert Duvall. And on your right, that other classical set, The Chicken Ranch. So this one also has a full interior, upstairs, downstairs, everything. It's a little empty right now. However, they filmed inside of that for this little whorehouse in Texas, starring Dolly Parton. They have some pretty cool neighbors. On the other side of these hedges is Wisteria Lane from ABC's hit series Desperate Housewives. What? Like, oh gosh. Folks, I'm sorry. There's a car here on your left that is not allowed to be here. Gotta call security. Hang on.
Security. What's going on, Studio Tour?
Now this is Kelly and Mike. There's a black 1970 Dodge Charger parked on the side of the road under a tree by Wisteria. It's a little weird.
Okay, Tour. I'll send someone down to check it out ASAP.
ASAP. Okay.
Studio Tour. Looks like we might have an issue.
That was fast.
Attaching you into Agent Novak from the FBI.
FBI?
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but we've got video surveillance on that Charger you all saw.
Already?
We ran it through the system, and the driver has been positively identified as Dominic Toretto.
Dominic Toretto.
I've been tracking this guy for a while. He's a hardened criminal. He's likely armed, and he's definitely dangerous.
Great.
My men and I are on our way to apprehend him right now.
Good.
If you see him,
Be a hero?
don't be a hero.
Fine.
Don't engage him.
Sure.
Just keep a safe distance and report any further sightings to studio security immediately. We'll handle it from there.
Ugh, what a bummer. Let's cheer things up a little bit. Welcome to Whoville, everyone, from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the largest production to ever film here in our 100-plus year history. Now, Whoville looks really spiffy right now because we're gearing up for Grinchmas. That begins December 3rd. Come on back, meet the Who's. They'll be right here on that stage singing and dancing for you. You might even have an opportunity to meet the Grinch himself. There's a lot of fun activity that goes on during Grinchmas, that goes on through the new year. Now, I know you said, or I said, that you'll meet the Grinch. Not the best neighbor, I can acknowledge that. But here on the back lot, those poor little Who's live next door to a real psycho, let me tell you. They live next door to Norman Bates. He lives right here at the Bates Motel. And the Psycho House up there at the top of the hill. Now, Psycho, definitely known for that shower scene, right? The blood in that scene was actually made out of chocolate syrup. The color did not matter since it was a black and white movie and it had the right consistency to look like blood on screen, so that is what they used. Plus, you never see the knife touching Janet Leigh's skin in that entire scene. So all that terror we feel comes from her reaction to what's going on, comes from the music, that iconic music, the editing, all of those things come together to create something truly horrifying. I don't know if it's quite as horrifying as this, though. Welcome to the spectacular crash site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. This is what remains of the neighborhood Tom Cruise's character lived in right after that actual 747 dropped down. You heard me. On your left is a real airplane. It was purchased from a junkyard for about 60 grand. Not that bad of a price when you think about it. However, to get it here cost them a little bit more, in the ballpark of around $200,000. That is always how they get you, folks. It is always the shipping.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
For getting to sit down and talk about the War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Listen to me. Listen now. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now I'm closed. Robbie, get in. Get in.
Now, some of you might already know this, but War of the Worlds was actually a radio play a very long time ago. Orson Welles was involved in that production, and I'm sorry, there's a bit of a weird feedback coming from my my mic here. Hold on, let me see if I can tweak this real quick. Sorry, folks. Wait, Novak.
This might be more serious than I thought.
Is that you? Are you the?
This is a secure line.
Hello?
Who are you?
Hello?
I'll tell you who I am, boy.
Oh, hello.
I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as they come, and he'll stop at nothing to eliminate his target. Every living soul on this vehicle is in serious danger. Other than that, enjoy the ride.
This is not your jurisdiction.
It is now, stink pickle.
I'm so tired of you state guys stepping in just whenever you feel like.
Mute him.
Good idea.
You.
Bye.
That's better.
Yep.
We're moving your vehicle to a safe location until we have the situation under control. Until then, I want everybody to stay calm. Enjoy the ride. I'm taking care of business. Hobbs out.
Alright. That was a lot of information. Mike, did you get all that? No, me either. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Now, you heard what Hobbs said. They're moving us into this safe house right here. So we're just going to remain calm. Everyone, just stay seated inside the tram. We're going to get through this together. Now, I am still in radio communication with Hobbs. So if he has any more information to share with me, I'll be able to relay that to you right away. so that we're all going to stay in the know. I am very intimidated by this garage. I cannot even parallel park my Sonic. It's all good. Oh, I'm getting a video message from somebody right now. Let's take a look.
My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. So look, see over there? That's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. That work of art back over there is made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels. Extra.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You got one job to do, Roman, one. All right, look, guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
All right, you guys heard what they just said. We got to take this